guys, welcome back to my channel. I know that it's been such a hot minute that I've actually sat here with you guys today. I do have a surprise for you guys. Well, if you haven't seen my video that I just actually uploaded of us getting a new puppy, and we got a new puppy. Hey! Canela. You guys, meet Canela. Do you want to say hi? Oh, look at this face. Look at this face. How do you say no to this cute facey? She's looking at herself in the mirror. So you guys, we got a brand new puppy. So Canela is a Cocker Spaniel. She is mixed with a Cotton de la Terre. So she is half French, huh? You're half French. A lot of you guys were asking if I'm stopping at 3. No, we actually want one more, but we are gonna wait a little bit until Canela is probably like a year or 2. And then we're gonna get a bigger dog because my husband really wants a man dog. Except we like girl dogs more than guys. No particular reason, we just, I don't know, I like girls a little bit better. And so Canela, you guys, is the most cutest little puppy ever. Really quick story before we actually do get started with today's makeup look. If you don't want to hear the story, you can go ahead and just fast forward. I'll put the timestamp here if you guys are interested in just going straight to the tutorial. So Canelita, my sister lives in Arizona, so if you guys don't know that, she lives in Arizona. And there is a pet store inside the Arrowhead Mall by Glendale, Arizona. And so we've been to that store before last year, and we just went in there just to kind of look at puppies and, you know, just to see. And no se me antojaban, I mean, claro que se me antojaban los puppies at the store, but not as much as like this time that we just went. But maybe because we were actually buscando to buy a brand new puppy. And so I saw her and I was like, I never heard that breed, you know, the Cotton de la Terre. Hopefully I'm saying it right. I will list it down below for you guys. And so anyways, I saw that and I was like, let me Google it. So I was Googling it and the lady came up to me and she was like, oh, can I help you with anything? And I was like, no, I'm just looking, but I'm just curious, you know how big she gets? Because I've never heard that breed before. And she's like, oh, not that big. And I used to have a Cocker Spaniel growing up. His name was Lucky. He was the cutest thing ever, but that's a different story. And so I know how big Cocker Spaniels get, but I never heard her breed before. And so anyways, I was looking on my phone, she walked away, and then she comes back with the puppy. She came back with Canela, and I gotta give it to her though. She's a really good sales rep because she just, you know, didn't ask me if I wanted to see her. She just came out and showed me Canela, and I fell in love. I literally fell in love, you guys. We weren't expecting to bring her at all. We said if we don't qualify, then it's not meant to be. We qualified, and then if we had to do a down payment, then we're not gonna take her. And then if we needed to put a down payment, then we weren't gonna take her, and we didn't have to put a down payment. So it was just meant to be. And then to fly her back to Oregon, all we had to do is buy a carry-on, like a kennel. I'll put a picture here for you guys because I don't know where we put our, I think ours is in the garage, but I'm too lazy to go downstairs. But anyways, it's a kennel that you have to put the puppy in at all times. But she was not liking it. She was crying. She was not having it. Everybody kept staring at us on the plane before we departed, and I just kept putting my hands in the kennel, like literally going like this to just like massage her, to try to keep her calm. We put toys in there. Our biggest mistake though, if you are taking a puppy on the plane, bring food. We left my sister's house at 5 a.m. because our flight left at 7, and so we totally spaced it. Don't know how we forgot to bring puppy food, but we gave her like little bread crumbs. Don't do that. Buy puppy food, but that's all we literally had. We bought like souvenirs that kind of look like toys, so we can kind of keep her entertained. It didn't work. Excuse me. She was just not having it. And then once the plane was up in the air, I took her out because she kept crying, and people, I can kind of, you know, sense that people were staring at us and were kind of telling me like, ya cállese pinche perro. So finally, when the plane was up in the air, I took her out and I was just praying. I was doing a prayer. I'm like, ay Diosito, I hope this dog just stays sleeping because she is getting on everyone's nerves. I'm getting desesperada. I'm getting impatient. I don't know what else to do. And then I took her out, put her on my lap, and she passed out and slept for the entire 2 hours and 40 minutes of the plane. So pobrecita, maybe just because we woke up like around 4 a.m. It was just a really fast, like crazy time to go home. She pooped and peed at the house before we went to the airport, so she did amazing on the plane, which was my only concern. So yeah, that's my story with Canela. Again, we weren't expecting, a lot of you guys were like, well, how come you don't adopt? Like, you know, and I completely understand. I just feel like all dogs deserve great homes, and you know, it was just in the spirit of the moment. Fast forward to now, I am actually going to a Too Faced event in Portland. They messaged me while I was on vacation in Arizona, and they sent me an email if I was interested in attending the event. So of course I said yes, so here we are. I just did my hair. I just curled it and just did like a half pony and just let these front pieces out, and that's it. And now I'm just ready for glam. I did spray tan, so my tan, I use Loving Tan, and so if you guys see my hands, I do apologize. I tried to scrub it as much as I could, and whatever, it didn't work. So I'm putting my hair back, and let's go ahead and get started. So for my skin, I went ahead and already did my skincare. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I did receive a PR package from Kylie Skin, so I've been using her skincare line. And of course, I don't want to do a review just yet because I don't want to be like, oh my god, it's so amazing, you know, trying it for the first time. So I kind of want to play with it just a little bit and see how I like it, to really give you guys my thoughts. They really like it because I guess it has fixed their acne or controlled their acne. So I don't know, we will see what happens. I don't have a lot of severe acne. I do have a lot of blackheads, and my skin is really red. I am combo. But I mean, when I put it on, I did notice though with her skincare line that it doesn't irritate my skin. You know how some skincare lines can really feel minty on the skin or feel kind of a little bit uncomfortable? Well, hers does not do that. It feels very, very good. Without I don't feel like her products are irritating my skin at all. So I guess that's a good sign, right? So for right now, I actually put on the Too Faced Hangover Primer. You guys know this is like my jam. I'm almost out of it. And so for brows, I actually got these new brow items that I actually want to play with today. And it's from BEBELLA Cosmetics. They sent this PR package, and they came out with brand new concealers and came out with brow gels. So I'm normally more of a fan of brow pencils, but I also like brow gels, especially if I'm going to like an event and I want my brows to stay on for a longer period of time. Not just like events and like these kind of like cosmetic events because it's like my first event, but I mean like a quinceañera, a wedding, events like that. And here is the PR package. It's so cute. We have the concealers on the top row, and then we have the 4 brow gels in the bottom row. So we have blonde, light brown, medium brown, dark brown. I'm gonna go in with dark brown because I have black hair. I'm gonna go into the dark brown because of course I have black hair. So I'm gonna use that. And they do have a brow brush, just have the number, yeah, the RG240, but I normally use my Anastasia brush, and for the event today I want my brows to look snatched, and I haven't played with their brush yet, but I just want to be, you know, better safe than sorry. So the brush that I do use is from Anastasia. I think it's the number 18 brush. So I'm gonna dip in here. Okay, so here we have the BEBELLA Cosmetics pomade in the shade dark brown. I'm going to grab just a little bit of product, as you guys can see here in the pot, and then I'm going to underline my brow. And then whatever I have left on my brush, I'm going to go ahead and just buff it in. And then I'll take the spoolie end of my brush just to blend out any extra product. Alright guys, so here we have the finished brow using the BEBELLA Cosmetics your new eyebrow gel or pomade. So I would definitely say a little bit goes a long way, and it is on the more creamy side, so just make sure that you take your time and apply just a little bit on the back of your hand is where I like to pick up my product, so you guys can see like right there. I like to pick it up that way and then apply it to my brow. It just gives me better control of how much product I'm using and applying to my brows. And then to clean up my brows, I'm just going to use my Urban Decay Eden Primer. As per usual, you guys know that I love this eyeshadow base. Okay, so for the eyeshadow, I don't want something too heavy. I really want a more softer eyeshadow. Since we are going to a Too Faced event, I feel like I don't know. I mean, I guess you can do whatever you want with your eyeshadow, but I don't want something too heavy. I want something pretty, still a little bit more on the dramatic side, but not too dramatic. I'm gonna be going into the Artist Couture palette. This is the Modern MAVEN palette. And I'm gonna be using these 3 shades right here. So with the shade Quickie, which is a nice matte light warm nude, I'm going to place this right in the crease of my eye. So whatever I have left on my brush, you guys, I like to just buff it in towards the inner corner, going towards the sides of my nose, and then the rest I will buff it out towards the outer corner. So this color is of course going to be our transition shade, and then I will grab a little bit more product and then buff it out towards the outer corner and extend it outwards. Next, you guys, we have the shade called Frisky, and I'm going to apply this towards the outer corner of my eye, and then with whatever I have left over, I will buff it in towards the crease, like the center of my crease, and then a little bit towards the inner corner to really give it that definition. Now I'm going to go into my 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil by Urban Decay in the shade Demolition, which is a nice dark brown. I'm going to apply it towards the outer corner, and then going in with this pencil brush, I'm going to start to blend it out. I'm not going to go all the way in just yet. I'm mainly focusing this towards the outer corner. And then picking up a little bit of Rebel and Frisky, and then just blend on top of that to really make it look very smoky. And then whatever I have left, I will blend it out towards the outer corner on the bottom of my lash line. Going into my MAC 266, I'm using the shade called Rebel, and then I'm going to just apply, I'm going to apply it in the inner corner, and I'm going to try to connect it as close to my lash line as I can to kind of give me that nice catty eye look, you know what I mean? Now you guys, with the same MAC 266, I'm going into the eye pencil again from Urban Decay, and then I just place it towards the outer corner. And then on top of that, I did go into the shade called Benny from the James Charles Times Morphe palette, and then just going back into that pencil brush, I'm picking up a little bit more of Rebel and just blending that out. So for lashes today, you guys, I'm going to pop on the Blanca Flor Mink lashes in the style Big Day. I believe this is what these are called. They're nice and fluffy, and they're not too long. I don't really like super long lashes, and I feel like these ones are definitely my favorite out of her collection. I will also list them down below for you guys. They are so bomb, and I love the band because the band is thin and it's not like really thick, so it doesn't feel heavy on my eyes, which is what I truly like about her lashes. For foundation, I'm gonna go into the Born This Way by Too Faced Cosmetics. I am in the shade Warm Beige, but disclaimer, it is because I am currently self-tan. I did use the Loving Tan, which you can find at Ulta, in the shade Dark. Now, I didn't think that it was going to get me super dark. I was thinking like, okay, it's gonna give me a nice little bronzy look. No, bitch, it tanned the hell out of me. So apparently I don't know how to self-tan, as you guys can tell on my hands, so just ignore that. Okay, next you guys, I'm going to go into the multi-use sculpting concealer by Too Faced in the shade Natural Beige, and then I'm going to go ahead and just blend that out first. Next, I'm going to be applying a more lighter concealer in the shade Vanilla just to brighten my under eye just a little bit more. To bake under my eyes, I'm going to go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Translucent Powder. And then, I don't know why, but I totally spaced it. I don't know why I started to bake, and I forgot to cream contour. So, in the next clip here, you're going to definitely see me cream contouring. But hey, I was nervous. I was thinking about the event, and yeah, I went crazy. I'm going to be going into the shade Butterscotch. It's the same line by Too Faced, the multi-use sculpting concealer, and I'm just using a brush actually that I got from Target. Doesn't have a number, and I forgot the brand, so I'm so sorry. But I'm trying to work around the setting powder because I didn't set my outer temples of my face. I only set the center where I placed my concealer. So I'm just buffing it out, and then I'm going underneath my cheekbones, of course, to make them look skinnier, and then around my forehead to kind of create a halo, a bronzer halo. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and set everything. Using a Morphe Y11 brush, I'm just going to dust off the powder that I have that I was baking, and I'm just going to disperse it around the entire face just to set all the cream contour areas that I just did, and this is really going to give your face a nice flawless filter effect. Now to set the contour, I'm going to go into my KKW Beauty. I believe this is the light palette, light to medium. I will list everything down below, including the brush that I'm using. The brush that I am using is from Sigma. You can use code Sandy for 10% off, and I will link everything down below. And just using a Morphe brush, I'm going to go ahead and just bronze up the sides of my nose, so that way we don't neglect my nose. We want to make it look snatched and skinny. Now to make my nose more snatched, I'm going to go into the Anastasia translucent powder again and just set the sides of my nose. And once it's been baking for about 5 minutes, go ahead and dust it off. I'm going to go into some Champagne Pop by BECCA Cosmetics, and I'm using a Sigma brush to apply my highlight. And I'm only going to apply it towards the temples and above my cheekbone to, once I take some pictures for the gram, you can see my highlight. And then a little bit on my forehead, and I put too much, so I'm using my finger to just blend that out, and a little bit more above my cheekbones. Now to smoke out my lower lash line, you guys, I'm going to go back into that Urban Decay Demolition pencil, and then to blend that out, I'm going to go into my EB21 Sedona lace brush and picking up a little bit of Rebel and Frisky from the Artist Couture palette and smoke that out. I'm going to go into my Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced, and I'm going to coat the bottom lashes. And this mascara, you guys, is really great if you don't like waterproof. They also have a waterproof mascara, and it's in a blue container. It's a really, really good mascara. A little bit goes such a long way. And if you really like those long, full lashes, then this is definitely a mascara for you. So for lips today, I'm going to go into the lip pencil shade Bite Me by Morphe. And then for my lipstick today, I'm going to go into the KKW Beauty in the shade Nude 2. I do use my finger to just blend out the lipstick, and then just use my finger to blot it a little bit more to make it more matte. I do go in back to the lip pencil to make it a little bit darker, and then blot again with my finger. Okay, you guys, so my camera died. I want to come on here really quick and tell you guys that I love you so much. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. This is the final makeup look. It's more matte, more than any, sorry, kind of less falling. It's more matte than anything, in a nude lip. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish getting ready. I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys.